you guys, it's me. I'm back again with another video. Y'all already know. I'm recording this video for you guys, and this is guy downstairs staring at me, like, cause the window's open, and I guess you can see directly into like the apartment. Weirdo. All right, so this topic has been like a long overweighted topic. I got this topic in my inbox some months ago, and I never addressed it. I never made a video about it. I never talked about it because I feel like it's so like touchy kinda, but not really. Disclaimer, I just want to say, please, let's not get all up in arms about the title of this video. Listen, I don't use the word tranny loosely. Like, that's a real touchy word in the trans community. So again, it's just really for like people who don't understand, like, it's just for title purposes. But sis, I really wanted to come and talk about trannies versus cross-dressing, and I guess I'm gonna take this opportunity to educate people as well, the difference of the two and what they both mean, because this is just something that I think when people see it, they don't understand it. It's still something that's new, but we still see it becoming a trend and becoming trendy. Now let's go back to the beginning. Even when I first started transitioning, now y'all already know, all my OGs out there who know, I've been on YouTube now for some years. Even before I made this YouTube, I had another YouTube, sis. And yeah, I just felt like back then when I first started like transitioning, I really never seen like black trans girls on YouTube. I think it was a few of us at the time, like not a lot. So I didn't know like changes and certain things, or I didn't know what was gonna happen to me in my body, or even know what information. And I think I remember the very first video that I made of me, my I'm transgender video. That was the first time me ever saying I was transgender, period. On the internet, out loud, to another person, everything. I'm not saying it's just me, but I'm just saying, like, it's one of those things where you are searching for a car, or you want to buy a car, right? And you finally get the car. You finally get this Honda Civic, right? Out of nowhere, you start to see a lot of Honda Civics. Like, and that's just what it seems like has been happening. I guess over the past few years in the trans community, and then as it relates to the cross-dressing community, I don't know. But yeah, it's a trend that's really going all over social media, whether you see it on Facebook, whether you see it on Instagram. A lot of hairstylists is really picking up the trend on just cross-dressing. Let's call it what it is. Cross-dressing. I'm not going to say gender bending, like non-conforming. Okay, I don't get into all of that. So it's cross-dressing, period. Because back in the day when you would be a man and you would wear women's clothing, that would be considered as cross-dressing. Now, again, there are a lot of categories now, non-binary, non-conforming, things like that. But I'm just really here to talk about the two, transgenders and cross-dressers, and what those basically mean. Now, before I say anything, sis, I'm going to just read really quickly what cross-dressing means and what both of them mean, for anybody out there who just don't know. So let me just get my googly schmoogly. I probably should have had this already pulled up, but you know me, I don't be ready for nothing. So the definition of cross-dressing is, it's a verb, wearing clothing typical of the opposite sex. A lot of men cross-dress. Okay, cool. So now let's go to transgender. What does that mean? Transgender, denoting or relating to a person whose sense of personal identity and gender does not correspond with their birth sex. So basically that means if you are born a male and you don't feel like you're in a male body and you want to, you know, go with the sex that you mostly feel like in your heart and in your mind, then again, you want to live your life accordingly. So this is really like a controversial topic, because in the LGBT community, I don't care what nobody says, sis, it's always like a battle. I don't care what no one says. Like, it's a place where you want to feel love, and it's supposed to be all inclusive. And at some point it really is, but then at another point it's really not, because the gay boy is really probably not going to be so for the trans woman transitioning. You get what I mean? Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. People in the lifestyle, I hope this makes sense to y'all. And then vice versa. Maybe some people in the lesbian community is really not with the trans man, like, transitioning. Like, y'all know what I mean, and when I say that. So sometimes you get the most hate in your own community. You know, when it's like, okay, sis, we LGBT, we all supposed to be the same in a sense. When it comes to cross dressing, I think a lot of people have like, I guess there are reservations about it because the person who doesn't know, they may look at me as a cross dresser. They may look at Amaya Scott as a cross-dresser. Who knows? Cross-dressers or millennial cross-dressers, let's say that. Millennial cross-dressers, who you guys may see now is Japanese Faces, Alonzo Arnold, Cliff Meir, Tokyo Styles. They slay at what they do. They're great at what they do. Their looks, I live for them and everything. But to the naked eye and to the ignorant people who just don't know, they may look at them as being like, oh, that's just what transgender is. No, sis, that ain't what it is. And a lot of these men who do interviews and stuff, and when you talk to them, they're just like, no, I just like to feel pretty and I just like to be cute. You get what I mean? Not they want to start growing boobs or, you know, going through HRT, hormone replacement therapy, to become a woman. So yeah, a lot of trans women I've seen are not really with the whole like they're not with the whole cross-dressing trend, only because it really like blurs that line to what a trans woman actually is or what transgender actually is. Because again, anybody who's transgender, anyone who's gay, anyone who's whatever, it's really not a choice. You get what I mean? So people think like it's just a costume. It's just I'm dressing up and it just ends there. For some people, it just ends there. They want to look cute. They want to slay. And you know, more power to you because we live in a free world. It's America, girl. Do whatever you feel like doing. But in another sense, it really, people feel like it validates trans women less or transgender people less only because it's like people don't understand. So when somebody starts taking hormones, it's just like, oh, I've already seen that. They're just, yeah, he's just whatever. So again, those lines and those pronouns are really becoming more blurred because people just don't understand. They don't get it. They see a crossdresser who has a lot of followers and influence and them just dressing as a woman and they just think, oh, she's a girl now. And it's like, no, sis, it's not that easy. You get what I mean? It's not that deep. And, you know, I don't think a lot of these people who are really popular, who do have a lot of followers, they even educate really more so on the transgender topic because it doesn't apply to them. Like, they're just doing whatever they want to do. They know what they're not. Like, they know I'm not a woman. I'm not a female. I'm not on hormones. So they are confident in themselves and what they are, but they don't know the whole other side of the spectrum. They don't know the whole, okay, trans women may be looked at as this. What do another genre of people, how does this affect another genre of people? Does that make sense? Are we getting it? Does that make sense? Kind of like if people think the gay boy who comes out of the closet as gay, and then automatically we think, oh, he wants to be a woman. Oh, what's next? And it's like, that's really not it. You get what I mean? Like, it's just really to each their own, in a sense. Now, how I feel about the topic is, you know, I love that the world is changing and that everybody is really becoming more aware and more knowledgeable of actual things and, you know, stuff that people are. But back in the day, crossdressing was really in drag clubs, or you really wouldn't see a crossdresser like going out and living their everyday life, you know, or it was rarely seen. You get what I mean? At least to me, it was rarely seen. It's not something that you're just seeing every day. Even trans people is not something that you see every day. Now you're starting to see them because of women like Laverne Cox and Amaya Scott. Janet Mock, they're on TV, so it's in your face. You get what I mean now? So it's becoming more normal, or the new norm, if that makes sense. And cross-dressing, I feel like, is the same way. I definitely feel like it's a trend. It's something that we're seeing more of now, but I really don't want to blur the lines of what a cross-dresser is as far as transgender is, because again, to some people this video may mean nothing, and then to other people they're like, oh yes girl, like please somebody say it, because at the end of the day it's just like people think we're all one thing and we're actually not. Like, people just think, oh, LGBT, they're all the same. No sis, we're like that. Those categories actually mean very different things. You get what I mean? And it just generalizes a group of people. So again, me speaking as a trans woman, no, I'm not a cross-dresser. I actually am on hormones. I am transitioning, you know, name change, everything. So again, to anybody who didn't know, I guess, what a cross-dresser and what a transgender person is, then I hope I helped a little bit. I hope I educated just a little bit. And also, I don't feel no kind of way when I see a cross-dresser or someone just living their everyday life just authentically as possible, because again, sis, at the end of the day, that's what we're all doing. Like, and that's the thing that I love about the LGBT community is not all the time, but most of the time, a lot of us, and especially trans women, like a lot of people don't know the kind of confidence that you really need to have to be yourself, just on an everyday basis, period. So it takes a lot of confidence to just be who you are. And I think a lot of people, you know, don't give enough credit to that. And a lot of people respect it when they see it. Now, they may not understand it, but bitch, you're gonna fucking respect it. Again, that's just my take on it. You know, I think we just have to keep educating people, keep putting things out there. I'm proud to be who I am, and I'm proud to be a trans YouTuber. You know, that's not all that I am. You know, I'm a hairstylist. I'm a bunch of things. But again, I just want to come see what you guys think about that topic. And yeah, it was brought to me some time ago. And yeah, you guys, what do you guys think about millennial cross-dressing and then being transgender in the year 2019? So whatever you are, anybody who's watching this right now, congrats on being yourself. And if this video helped you, give it a thumbs up. Definitely like this video, share, comment, and subscribe. And until the next one, I'll see you guys later. Peace.